This is a brief overview of your beautiful bones, tendons, ligaments, skin, joints, and joint cartilage. What are the benefits of healthy bones? Obviously, freedom of mobility, a healthy body, healthy consciousness, being able to dance, do sports, feel the joy of all that, hiking in nature, feeling grounded. How many bones do you have in your body? The adult body has 206 bones. Babies are born with about 300 bones, and as they get older, some of these bones fuse or grow together. The ligaments in the body are made of a fibrous collagen tissue that connects bones together at the joint to stabilize the joint. It supports the bones and prevent the bones from grinding into each other. When bones are grinding into each other, this is when a person would need a hip replacement. If it's grinding in that area, or in the knees, they would need a knee replacement. So the ligaments have a limited amount of stretching ability, which protects the joints from injury. There are about 900 ligaments throughout the body. You have ligaments around your knees, ankles, elbows, shoulders, and other joints. Stretching or tearing them can make your joints unstable. In addition to ligaments, there are the tendons. The ligaments bind bone to bone, and the tendons bind muscles to bone. So these are attached to the bones. This is a view of the Achilles tendon in the body, which is so important, and it attaches to the heel bone here at the bottom. And there are innumerable ligaments in the ankles and also in the tendons as well. So this is very complicated, what happens in the foot, and we're grateful for being able to walk and take big steps and all that. Next, we move to the joints in the body, and they're throughout the body, obviously. We know we have many, many joints throughout the body. These are the more obvious ones. So the main weight-bearing joints in the body are the ankles, the knees, and the hips. And this is the major support system for the whole body for these. So we want to keep these parts in real good working order. So I would imagine someone who works in machines, a machinist, would find this interesting, all the different types of joints throughout the body. At the neck, we have a pivot joint, which allows us to look around to the right, to the left, to drive a car. The ball and socket joint is in the hips, on both sides, obviously, but also in the shoulders on both sides. The hinge joint, this is where the joint moves in one direction only, as in the elbow. Both elbows and both knees are hinge joints. There's a saddle joint. This is between the trapezium carpal bone and the first metatarsal bone. It looks like the index finger and the thumb. I think this one helps us to grab things and to hold on to things. And the plane joints are between the tarsal bones in the feet, and the quadyloid joint is between the radius bone in the forearm and the carpal bones of the wrists. I would think if this one wears down, you get something like a carpal tunnel syndrome happening here. The human skull is not only comprised of one big bone. In fact, our skull is an intricately constructed structure comprising of 22 smaller bones. Connecting these smaller bones together are immobile joints called sutures, which appear on the skull like thin lines that look like cracks. The strongest joint in the body is the knee joint. The knee joint is a hinge joint, and this being the case, the knee joint injuries are very common because they support the majority of the weight of the body, and they only bend in one direction. And the knees are comprised of tendons, cartilage, and ligaments. A lot of complexity here. It's good to take care of your knees. Collagen is the most abundant protein found in the body. These proteins form a mesh of fibers that help provide support, flexibility to the body's tissue and form key components that lead to healthy muscle, skin, bones, and tendons. If you go to buy a container of collagen at the store, it will show that you're purchasing a type 1 collagen or a type 2 or a type 3. Some of them have all these 3 types or more. So type 1 is for specifically bone and skin, type 2 is for the cartilage in the body, type 3 is for connective tissue. Collagen in the skin, when we have young skin, we have lots of collagen that supports the structure of the skin. As we age, the collagen disintegrates and it loses some elasticity, and then these wrinkles form on the skin. So the collagen is a protein that provides building blocks for many of the body's tissues, such as bones and skin. It allows tissues to stretch and be flexible. As people age, collagen production naturally decreases. The play yarns are really good about giving us a lot of information that is important for our health. There are two that we found in the contact reports that were news to me and news to others in our group. So we thought this may be news to you too. Anything to help us increase our good health. The first tip begins with Florena, who speaks to us on hydrolyzed collagen. Collagen is a flexible and stable protein that occurs naturally in the body and is important for bones, tendons, ligaments, and skin. Collagen gives these structures extreme tensile strength, but similar to a movable rubber band, they remain flexible to a certain extent. There is a gelatin-like substance, collagen hydrolysate, which is obtained from collagen and can also be taken by humans as a dietary supplement. To obtain the gelatin, the collagen must be heated or hydrolyzed by bases or acids or dissolved in water, after which it must, of course, be cleaned, dried, and finely ground. In order to use it in the food industry, it is necessary that the collagen hydrolysate is hydrolyzed by added enzymes and then used in various areas. Collagen hydrolysate has a very positive effect on the joints, including the joint cartilage. If taken regularly, such as a dietary supplement in the form of capsules or tablets, it stimulates the formation of collagen in the joints. Regular use of collagen hydrolysate, which is also used by the earth humans in industry and transplantation medicine, prevents cartilage atrophy and thus arthrosis, and prevents joint pain from developing in the first place. Arthrosis can occur not only in the elderly, whose cartilage has been worn out as a result of many years of stress, but also in young people who are often to blame for themselves through too frequent use of mountain climbs, gymnastics, sport, swimming, dancing, and large hikes. Arthrosis can also occur as a result of normal wear and tear, hard work, or a malfunction in the production of the necessary substances. Ptaah weighs in on hydroxyapatite. This is one of the very few places in all of the contact reports and newsletters that this substance is mentioned. And it caught the eye of Ken Crawford, who saw the value and the importance of this substance. So Ptaah says the bone substance consists of an organic bone matrix and hydroxyapatite, or inorganic mineral salts, which are the actual basic substance of bone. So I'd like to introduce you to some products. One of them, this is a form of hydrolyzed collagen that I found online. This is sold by Amazon, and it's just one type of collagen, which is, if we're looking for this word right here, hydrolyzed. It's also grass-fed or pastured. So this looks like a pretty good product. This is the one I take. There was also this picture that shows, this is very flavorless. There is no taste to this white stuff at all. Here's a picture of someone saying the coffee cup says, "I love coffee." So they're putting a spoonful of this collagen, hydrolyzed collagen, in their coffee. So this is the way to support the bones, the joints, the ligaments, the tendons, taking some collagen every day, hydrolyzed collagen every day. So we started looking at different products that have hydroxyapatite in them. And this is David's Nano Hydroxyapatite Natural Toothpaste, which rebuilds the enamel in the teeth. If you'll notice, it says nano hydroxyapatite. So we were looking to see if this is such an important substance, we need to get more of it in our bodies. And we never hear about this stuff, but there are products that are being created with this in mind, just to show you. So it's a gentle whitening, but it remineralizes the enamel in the teeth. And lastly, this is a bone support that I found online, put out by Pure Micronutrients. It also is a calcium supplement for women and men, calcium citrate and hydroxyapatite, with vitamin D3, K2, magnesium, zinc. It's got a lot of the important components for bone health. So I like this one very much. And now we're open for any questions that you